Alright guys, got a good one for you today. I'm super excited to compare the Eufy Indoor 2K versus the amazing Wyze Cam V2. Let's go ahead and do it.
I don't want no combo, I want checks. I don't want the second, I want best. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
Welcome back, friends. If this is your first time here, my name is Eric. If you're into smart home, home automation, and especially HomeKit, you're definitely in the right place. Today's video is a part of my HomeKit series, or sort of kind of is. The Eufy 2K Indoor is in HomeKit beta currently. I'm part of that beta program, and it's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the Wyze Cam does not have HomeKit, but they've been looking into it. But unfortunately, with their current hardware situation, it's not going to be able to be supported. Hopefully in the next version it will be. Now, if you're not into HomeKit, don't worry. Most of this video is not going to be talking about HomeKit with Eufy. I'm going to be comparing other features that both these cameras have in their app. Now, you might disagree with me, and that's okay. I hope you let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Now, the Wyze Cam, when it came out, it changed the entire video security camera industry with their unbelievable pricing. And still to this day, you can get this camera for about $25, $26. Now, there's a lot of rumors saying it's 20 bucks, but guess what? You cannot get this for $20. They tack on that shipping and handling and processing no matter where you go, and they still get you for that $25, $26. So, anyways, even at that price, this thing it was a game changer. It still is at $26 when other cameras are charging $150, $200 for almost exactly the same thing. But I gotta say, watch out, Wyze, because there are some other companies right on your heels, including the new Eufy Indoor 2K camera, which doesn't come in at $25, doesn't even come in at $30, comes in at $40. Even at $40, I can get a bunch of these around the house and not break the bank. So watch out, Wyze. Just because it's a little bit more expensive, $40 is not that much more than your $26 camera. All right, next important thing after price is the resolution, or even better than resolution, of just the quality of the video. Yes, this is 2K and this is 1080p, but I've seen some 1080p cameras that look better than a 2K camera. I'm just gonna throw some footage up here. Alright, this is the night vision for the Eufy Cam, which has 8 infrared lights. And this is the infrared test for the Wyze Cam, which has 4 infrared lights. Now I'm about 10 feet away from the Eufy Cam, and about 10 feet away for the Wyze Cam. Now about 15 feet away for the Eufy Cam, and about 15 feet for the Wyze Cam. There is a different field of vision. The field of vision on the Eufy is 125, and I think the Wyze is 110, so there's a major difference. You can see more with the Eufy, but to me, as you can see from this footage, the Eufy is definitely 1,000 times better. All right, maybe not 1,000, but still better. Next important feature is some storage. Both of these have 24/7 recording locally to an SD card. Now, Wyze does offer free cloud storage, but it's very limited. First of all, it is limited to 14 days, and it's only 12-second clips with a 5-minute cooldown, meaning that if someone comes into the field of vision and starts recording and sending it to the cloud, it's only going to send a 12-second clip to the cloud, and it's not going to send another clip for another 5 minutes. They do offer a paid program called the Complete Motion Capture, which is $1.49, and I've tested it out. I gotta tell you, it's pretty good. good. It will take the complete motion capture as long as motion is continuing to be captured and send it up to the cloud. So I think it is definitely worth $1.50. It is $1.50 per camera, so if you have, you know, 10 cameras, it's going to be what, I think that's like 15 bucks or so. I would like to see some type of limit, like once you hit like 10 cameras, it'll be $10 a month, or give you some discount after a certain number of cameras. Unfortunately, they haven't put out that plan. Where on the other hand, the Eufy also has the 24/7 recording to the SD card, and when it comes to the cloud storage, I am able to go back as far as I've had this camera, which is about 2 weeks, and it is unlimited clips. As long as motion is recording, this thing's going to be sending to the web. And finally, in the editing of this video, I did find the subscription service plan has been announced in the web portal, where you can see the basic plan for one camera will be $2.99 per month, where it does have a rolling 30-day of video history. You can also do a $30 per year for that one camera, or you can do up to 10 cameras for $10 a month or $100 a year. What I can tell you about the cloud storage, as I've been testing this out, is that it is unlimited motion getting sent to the cloud with only a 30-second cooldown. I gotta tell you, that is awesome. Hopefully they will continue with that 30-second cooldown with unlimited clips to the cloud, but unfortunately I'm not able to confirm what the cloud storage is going to have. Now personally, when I bought this camera, I had no intention to use the cloud storage from Eufy. I'm actually going to be using the HomeKit secure video service. Now that is in beta, which I'll talk more about later, but I'm already paying for that service, so really there's no reason to use both services. Actually, HomeKit Secure Video does not allow 2 cloud services, so I'm going to be using the one just from HomeKit. In addition, you can still continue using the SD card. So not only is it backing up clips to HomeKit Secure Video, it has a 24/7 recording right there on the SD card. Also in the near future, I'm going to be testing out the RTS feed with the NAS storage. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be able to work with HomeKit Secure Video, but I will let you know in the near future. If you're interested, let me know down in the comments. I'll make sure I do a video on it. On the other hand, even though the Eufy has the RTS feed capabilities, and Wyze also has the RTS protocol, unfortunately, if you do choose to use that and change the firmware, you're not going to get any more firmware updates. You can go back to the normal firmware, but if you want to use that RTS feed, you have to be stuck on that old firmware and you're not going to get any new updates. So when it comes to storage, I gotta give it to Eufy. Yes, the Wyze has a lot of options also, but I gotta admit that I'm really impressed that there's so many more options with the Eufy. But once again, I bought the Eufy Cam to work with HomeKit Secure Video, and I've been beta testing it, and I gotta tell you, it is awesome. Next up is the sound. I gotta tell you, when Wyze first came out with their version 2, it is a major improvement over their first version, both in sound quality and mic quality. But testing this bad boy out, wow.
This is the sound test of the Wyze Cam. This is just the test of the Wyze Cam.
And this is the test of the Eufy Cam. How do I sound? How do I sound? This is only a test.
And this is the mic test of the Wyze Cam. How do I sound? How do I sound? This is only a test. And now we're moving over to the Eufy Cam. This is a mic test for the Eufy Cam. How do I sound? How do I sound? In addition, the Eufy has an alarm. You can manually set that alarm off. In addition, there is a setting to have that alarm go off if it sees movement. Personally, I'm not going to be using that, but it's still pretty cool to have. Next up is a very important feature or benefit, and that is the notification speed. I've noticed with some of these cameras, you receive movement or get alert on sound, and it'll take, 30 seconds to be able to see what's going on, and I just don't think that's right. So I've noticed in my testing with the Wyze Cam, it's definitely getting better over time, but unfortunately the Eufy beats it out once again. I gotta tell you, this thing is super duper fast. This thing will load. Once you get that notification, it loads within like 1 or 2 seconds. And the Eufy beat out the Wyze Cam every single time in all my testings, during the day, at night, all the time. The Eufy got the notification out to me and was able to load way before the Wyze. Now next up is AI, which I think is a very important feature to have. Personally, I don't have a huge benefit in it, but I know a lot of people do, so I'm going to point this out to you guys. They both have AI. Wyze Cam had a deal with another company a couple years ago, and unfortunately that deal fell apart or something happened. I think they got bought out by Apple and they had to drop their contract. But most recently, Wyze came out with their own AI. It's been pretty good. It can identify humans. It'll let me know that, you know, it's seeing a human being, and that's pretty much it. Whereas the Eufy Cam has human detection that works fairly well, and it also has pet and facial recognition. But unfortunately, those two haven't worked on my camera just yet, but hopefully those will work in the near future. Now both of these cameras have motion detection. They both also have some type of activity zone or detection zone, so you can identify specific zones that you only want to get notified of movement into that zone. You're limited to 2 zones with the Eufy Cam, and with the Wyze camera you're limited to 1 detection zone. Also on the Wyze Cam, I really like how it identifies or puts a box around the motion. The Eufy Cam has nothing like that, so you're always looking for that little motion if you can't see it right away. Where Wyze points out that motion and makes it a lot easier, so I gotta give that one to Wyze. Another nice feature that Eufy has is called Pet Command. This is very similar to their motion detection setting, where you can identify a certain area, say for instance like a couch, and if a pet jumps onto the couch and triggers that motion detection area, it will sound a pre-recorded message, which I think is very, very cool.
No, get off the couch.
Plus, it's a lot easier to find what you're looking for in the Eufy app. They actually mark all the motion with a yellow line, and you can go to that one time frame and see what is going on. Now, you can't really scrub as you're going back and forth in the timeline, but at least they mark the motion. Whereas Wyze, they don't mark anything that's going on in the timeline. The only way you know that there is motion is you have to go to a different window where you see the events, get the time frame, and then go back to the timeline and look to see the entire video, and it's just a hassle. Plus, Wyze does not have a web portal where you can access your cameras via a web browser, where Eufy does, even though you are limited to 1 live stream playing at a time. Even though you can see all your cameras, you can only play 1. And then in events, you can see thumbnails of the events, but for some reason, I can't get the videos to play, so hopefully they will fix that in the near future. And last but not least is the integrations or platforms that these work with. Both of these work with Lady A and Google. So if you do have something like the Echo Show 5, you can ask Lady A to pull up your video feed and you can see that. But what Wyze does not have, which Eufy will be having, I'm actually in the beta program for HomeKit and HomeKit Secure Video, and I gotta tell you, if you're an Apple lover or Apple user, if you have a phone or if you're a HomeKit user, hands down, spend the extra $15 and get the Eufy Cam. I gotta tell you, this thing is awesome. You're not gonna find another HomeKit Secure Video camera for anything cheaper. It is super fast. You know, as soon as you make a movement in the camera, it shows up on the screen. It is, you can't even notice a difference. It's like split seconds. And HomeKit Secure Video, awesome. And that is the main reason I'm going to be buying a bunch of these Eufy 2K indoor cameras. In addition, they also have a pan and tilt version, just like the Wyze has their pan and tilt. So if you guys want to see a comparison of those, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more HomeKit videos, check out that playlist right there. And if you're brand new here, I hope you consider subscribing for more HomeKit content right here on ModernDayTech. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
No, nothing can break me.